Hi there. Are you looking to buy a piece of land or property in Nigeria? Have you been duped or you sent money to someone, family members and friends in Nigeria, and your money disappeared, your money vamoosed, and you didn't get anything? We've heard so many stories about diasporans that send money to loved ones, family, friends in Nigeria to help them buying land, building houses, and the money just phew. Anyway, this is 2025. And if you are looking to buy a piece of land in one of the fastest city in Nigeria called Abuja, FCT Abuja, my Abuja home is your first point of call. They're an Abuja-based specialist company that specializes in selling lands at a very, very affordable rate. Contact My Abuja Homes on the number on the screen now to buy a piece of land for as little as £500 and $550. You can send people to view the land. You can send people in Nigeria, if you are in Nigeria yourself, to authenticate that this is genuine. And you can definitely ask as many questions as you like. Visit My Abuja Homes today and start your journey of owning property, land, and equity in Nigeria. Thanks for watching. See you later. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey, Obodo fam. Good evening. Welcome. Good afternoon. How are we? I hope we are doing well. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Please give us a thumbs up. As you are stepping into the studio, please just give us a thumbs up. People are coming in, but there's no single like yet. Oh my goodness. That's not good enough. Guys, please just take a minute to like. Thank you so much for everybody that has liked the video. Thank you for those who are going to share. Those who shared already. I pray the Lord Almighty will bless and reward you abundantly. Thank you, Stella. I trust you, my PhD baby. How is PhD and mommy life? Oh my God, Pele, my dear, you're gonna be done soon. We are going to celebrate. When you finish, send me an invite. Yeah, and take some of that money they are giving you for grants to buy me a ticket to come and greet you and celebrate that PhD. It's not easy. You're a Bukuru woman. Bukuru woman. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much. So this is gonna be a very quick one. And I'm just gonna be very, very quick. I have two stories that I want to talk about tonight. The first one is about the Simon Guobadia's one. Yeah, we all know the story. We heard the story 2 days ago. So Simon has had issues in the US for some time. He was taken in by ICE, which is your immigration service over there in America. Trump was not playing when he said that he was going to deport and deport and deport. He's been deporting. I mean, we've been seeing some videos of how people are being dragged in places like Los Angeles, and oh my God, it's not a joke. So our brother has been put in detention. You guys know before, prior to this time, he had issues with his wife after that elaborate wedding that didn't last for even 1 year. I don't know how people can get married, and this marriage, I don't even need to tell you. It was everywhere. Esosa was her name given to her. In Nigeria, it was celebrated. The culture, the clothing, the music, the food, everything Nigerian Edo culture was on full swing for this wedding. But it was never to be. It just goes to tell you that it's not about the wedding. Yeah, that marriage goes much more further than the wedding. Wedding is just a ceremony, and I don't know whether you can say that the higher you go, or the bigger you go, the higher you fall when it comes to all these elaborate weddings. Yeah, but we do see that happening quite frequently. So Simon, unfortunately, I don't know. People said that when we discussed this matter prior to this time, a lot of people said that Porsha found out some things after they got married about him. Okay. So it's just been speculations about what she found out about him. Apparently, he's been in the US all these years, and Uncle no get, gets green card. Abi, I don't know. He doesn't have American residency. He doesn't have passport. He had temporary one. And one of the things I wanted to bring out about this situation today is the fact that a lot of our people, when we come abroad, we are focused on making money. Okay, whether it's the legal way or it's the other way, but it's always let's make the pounds, let's make the dollars. And when you are making it, you just get carried away sometimes. And yeah, I mean, it's two high profile cases like that, one in the UK and one in the US, where people that you thought by now they will be chairmen, like they will have the not just resident permit, but they will have the passport of the land, that they don't have it. The other one is that the what was the name of his church? Those of you in the UK, please remind me. I saw a video where he said he just had surgery. Wish him quick recovery. Toby, Toby Adegboyega is the one. Spark Nation. He's the one that we found out the other day that he too is here with one leg, which is quite shocking. Because when you see people live this lifestyle, all these designers lifestyle, everything Gucci Gucci, you will never know. I'm beginning to think, is it because they are so comfortable or they've made money? Is that why they forget? Because I know the average person, they are relentless when it comes to this paper. Because until you have paper, anything can happen to you. Anything. Just about anything can happen to you, and the owners of the land can tell you, okay, we don't want you anymore. Pack your shit and get out. Yeah. So 2 days ago, we found out that Porsha Williams' estranged husband, Simon Guobadia, has been deported back to his home country, our beloved country, Nigeria, after months in ICE custody. Now, before the custody matter, there was talk about his assets, his property. And some people who watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, those of you in the US that watching it in real time, said that Porsha was still in the property and she was actually filming, that she was filming in the property, and that some people said it was an arrangement that she had, that Simon too featured in some of it, that they had that arrangement. Yeah. Hmm. Welcome, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. I know I came a bit early today, but this is just the only way I can get it done. So please bear with me. It's not always easy juggling so many things at the same time. Sissy is always on my case. Are we having live today? Are we have live today? Sissy, come and be hosting. You come and be hosting. Start it up and host. I need people to host so that I can breathe. I know you co-host sometimes, but I need you to host 100% now. How about that? If you're up for it, hit me up. Let me know. And to be, I want to host. I have a topic I want to talk about. Let's set it up. Why not? Yeah. Okay. Somebody is saying that she didn't film in the property. He stopped her. Okay. People told me in previous videos that she was filming in the property. But Tenfa said, and to be, she didn't film in the property. She stopped him from filming. Oh, thank you, Cece. I trust you. I know you got my back any day, anytime, sweetie. That's why I love you endlessly. So, it was Simon's friend called Ty Savet that reported that is the business partner as well, that confirmed to the US Weekly that he's been flown back a few days ago. And the record from the US Department of Homeland Security shows that Guobadia is no longer listed in their system. That's another thing I like about America. You guys, your records, everything about your records is public. Over here is not so much. You can literally check public record to know when someone is detained. You can see the mugshot and everything. No, we don't have such access over here. So they said that Simon, he was 61 years old, was in good spirits, in quotes, despite his challenging experience at the detention center. And they also mentioned that Simon has no resentment towards President Donald Trump and even expressed interest in having a conversation with him. Lobaton. Lobaton. He wants to have a conversation with Trump. Okay, now. Okay, now. I'm sure Trump will be open to that. Why not? Mm-hmm. Okay. You will have conversation like Elon Musk. Unfortunately, you don't have the kind of money that Elon has. Alien. Maybe if you had the kind of money that Alien has, you'll be having talks. So it is February that they detained him. Oh my God, he's been there for. This is June, March, April, May, June, 4 months. They kept him there. They detained him in this 2 Watt detention center in Georgia, Lumpkin in Georgia, about 2 hours outside of Atlanta. It was previously reported that the businessman had been deported in 1992, but managed to return to the same year using an undisclosed identity. So I think we covered this in past videos where we talked about how there was reports that Simon was previously deported, but he found his way back to the US using allegedly a different identity. And while he was in the US, he sought for citizenship multiple times over the years, and his application was reportedly denied.
Should I take him out?
You want to?
He's been in this.
Yeah, take him out. Yeah, take him out. Yeah, they denied his application, unfortunately. I think because they found a discrepancy in the application, because now he has two identity in their record. Let's read some comments from some what we call them. Is it haters we call them? Let's see what some haters are saying. I'm reading this from the shade room. Someone called Jojo said, deported back to his mansion in Nigeria. He will be okay. With a laughing emoji. That comment has over 40,000 likes. Jesus. Àwọn haters pọ̀ láyé yìí ṣá. And somebody else said, your life partner can either make you great or ruin you. Choose wisely. And another person said, Nigeria is in punishment. He will be fine. I suppose that should be a Nigerian saying that. Of course, Nigeria is not punishment. If you have money, Nigeria is the best place to be. But if you are broke, Nigeria is punishment. Another person said he will find his way back. He's been deported multiple times. Lobaton. Someone said he's living great. People don't travel. Who don't travel never know. And somebody else said she ruined the man's life. She never loved him. So women like that, I think even the men that are going for them, they know what they are going for. They are going for the body. And the women go to them because of the bank balance and all the treats that comes with being with a man who has means. Yeah. Few more comments before I jump to the next story. I'm sure he's fine. LOL. I'm married to a Nigerian and all he talks about is going back and building our family home. That's the dream, isn't it? And somebody else said, catch him in the next season with a new name, new hair from Turkey. These people are mean people. Mean people. Sissy, what are you saying? You said that Porsha didn't ruin him. His ego and greed for fame made him forget his illegal status. Okay. So, but is it not for better or for worse, in sickness and in health? Can't she stick by her man? She was enjoying it when the money was pouring and she was being gifted Rolls Royce and all those fancy cars. But when Wahala came, she quickly dashed. Is that what marriage is all about? Sissy, I disagree with you on this one. No. Sissy said, did you see the video where he looked so old and lost so much weight? He isn't fine, but what can he do? Yeah. Nobody is fine in detention. Are you kidding? It's prison. It's basically a soft word for prison. Detention is prison, so nobody's fine. He's used to living his posh life. Yeah. Man of person say, "Hey, Auntie B, how can she have ruined his life when she was born in 1982, the year he started committing credit card?" Ola, leave my brother alone, no. Just leave my brother alone. It doesn't matter. A man can be 70. It doesn't matter. Men have no biological clock. So Ola, leave my brother alone. All right? Okay. Porsha was his fifth wife. He's been married to numerous Americans and still wasn't able to sort himself out. Yes, because the Homeland Security people refused. They refused. I don't know why they are so mean. But I mean, if Trump's card, how much was that card that Trump was saying he was selling for American citizenship? That you can buy it? Is it 100 million or what? I'm sure you could have bought it if the thing was operating then. Yeah, using money to buy American citizenship. Isn't that what you know? I don't know if it's applicable now, but I saw the gold card. You guys in America, please give me updates. Is that gold card, is it operational, or was it just talk for social media? Mm, yeah. I don't know. I don't people are asking a lot of questions about why he went for fame when he knew that his papers were not sorted out. He's not even going for fame. Why would you go for a woman whose basic income comes from being a reality TV star? That is where we should start from. Why are you going to go for a woman who obviously lives online? That's her job. I don't know. He got carried away. You know the annoying thing about this whole thing? They are not together anymore. They are going through a divorce. Simon is in jail or detention. Porsha went to Nigeria. She took her friend, one of the real housewife of Atlanta. What they call the other one? That her own husband went to jail as well. What's her name? The lawyer one. I can't remember her name now. Phaedra. She took that one and they went to do DT December in Nigeria. How dare you go to Nigeria? How dare you are not allowed to go to Nigeria? After all, this man took you to Nigeria and gave you an Edo name. That is betrayal. Porsha is not loyal as far as I'm concerned. She's not. Mm-mm. She's not loyal. When Wahala happened, when they want to do marriage, they say in sickness and in health. For better, for worse. Lori Iro is only for money, for richer, for richer. When Yawa gas, she took off. She ran off. What kind of wife is that? You people should have chucked her out in Nigeria. And then I started hearing stories. She went to Abuja. She's linked to presidency. I say Egbami. Aladugbo. Porsha. Lori Tori Olorun. After you did our brother dirty like this, you want to go again. Did you guys hear all the funny stories about what she was up to in Nigeria? Estosa. We even gave you a very beautiful Edo name. We are stripping you of everything that is Nigeria. Because when the going was tough, you left us. Porsha, you are not a loyal wife. Mm-mm. You are not loyal. You ran for the next money bag. You know what? Sometimes you feel like men, you guys, sometimes you don't know they borrow and say sense. Eh? Some women when they don't shop shake for my hand, they laugh, sit down for corner, they laugh and I say, now what's good for una be that? Hmm? Now what's good for una be that? Because see what Porsha do. Correct gold digging. Somebody say Porsha is the gold digger. Yeah. The ones that didn't dig gold that suffered with the men, what be their reward? Very few have good reward. Hmm? She married him for money with her full chest. Hmm? Fair exchange. Tefa says she married him for money and he married her for her looks and fame. Fair exchange. But why didn't she stick it out?
Absolutely.
Why did she not stick it out when Yawa gas? That is my query. Well, how dare she go to Nigeria for 30 December? Oh yeah, Sissy, you are Porsha's fan. I know. Go ahead.
Evening, I'm to be nobody fam. I don't like this behavior of Portia's. Let me not say that, but I just like Portia, her character on Real Housewives. That's all. But
You don't know her really, really. But her character is
how
in
can
Real
I know
Housewives
her?
now.
How could I know her? Is she my friend? No. I just like her, how she gives her good looks online. She's living her soft life. She's fun. Yeah, that's it. But with this situation, from day one, her dealings and how she started with Simon was dirty. Going to the girl, even if the lady's not your friend, even so, she was your co-host on a program. You went to her house, saw what she had, and then decided that, oh, I want to take that for myself, and
They
you
are
took
not
it.
loyal. They are
It's
not
not. Do you
loyal.
understand? It's not good. So no,
Mm-hmm.
all of
He
that
too. Why did
went
he
into
go
it.
for her? He said
Yeah, of
that
course.
that one
Like
cheated on him.
Tifa said, he got his
Mm.
exchange. He was looking for fame. He was looking
Mm.
for maybe a platform to launch himself as well.
For what? What does he want to launch? Launch? I thought he said he's a businessman. What does he need fame for?
Publicity now, Auntie B. Come on. If you're a businessman, don't you want to try and tap into new younger people to keep your businesses going? Opportunities.
And it's on this platform that you're going to find it. You're going to find those
You
opportunities.
never know. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is big.
It is. It
It's
is.
a big show. So I mean, any
Mm-hmm.
affiliation with the Real Housewives or even just as a husband, it comes
Mm.
with its perks. And I think Porsha and Simon, they were going to be like the biggest thing. Even now that Porsha came back to Real Housewives, she doesn't have any storyline. They were pitting on Porsha with her husband, a Nigerian husband. They were going to take
So
over.
yeah, so
So
they're going to
now
be a power couple.
a
Yeah.
power couple, hundred
And being
percent,
a Sosa, the Nigerian culture, tradition, and
absolutely.
everything gave her a lot to bring to the
Absolutely.
show. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. And he also was getting a lot of that as well. She fixed him up. He was looking good. She made him, go his teeth done. He was looking fit. Simon was getting, he was getting a bit of looks here and there. I'm not
It's not.
talking of
It's not. It
romantic.
doesn't. I'm sorry to say this, but it's not. Okay, it's not handsome. It's not. It's not a good looking. It's not handsome. You can't call him handsome. If he didn't have money, please come on now. We know. Yeah, it's not
Oh
handsome. These
God,
girls are not going after these guys because they are handsome. You
of
know.
course.
If he was broke, I was asking somebody, me and Ngozi, Ngozi is a twin, right? Now Ngozi
Hmm.
here in
Hmm.
Houston. She has a twin sister, and we usually have some banter on DM on Instagram. So I posted Kevin Hart with his wife. And this Kevin Hart's wife, she's
Oh
tall.
yes,
She still
yeah,
likes to wear heels. And
yeah.
Kelvin
And
will
he's
not be looking like a
tiny,
dwarf behind
like a
the,
like a
the
garden gnome.
so I posted both of them and I said, brothers, you guys, we women, we say we don't like short men. We like
Have
tall that can
money.
answer. Lori
Have
Ro.
money.
Is Kevin tall? Is he tall?
Have money.
You know what Ngoz's sister said? She said, Auntie B, I can't suffer on both sides. So at least if it's short, I have money. I will manage that one. I laughed and laughed. I said, so
Absolutely.
you guys have nothing against short men. You just
No,
don't want double
just not the
jeopardy.
broke
Please don't
ones.
be short and broke.
You can't have two struggles. You can't be broke and then short.
You
Mm?
guys, you are not good. You are not
Mm.
good.
No. But I think Simon does have a bit of a charm, though. He has a charisma. I've seen him. He seems very humble. Like, I mean, in terms of his interactions on the show, he's not like arrogant and pompous. From seeing him, how he presents himself, and he seems like a gentleman. Like, he used to, lavish her, take her on nice trips, and all these kind of romantic things that you would want maybe from an older man. Anyways, for me, that's what I'd want if I'm dating somebody like this. I want him to be attentive, and I think he was the portrayal, the little that we saw, he seemed
Mm.
very attentive, and to her
So why
daughter
did
as
she dump
well.
him? Why did she dump him?
Auntie
She's
B,
not
it's not
loyal.
easy. It's not
What
easy
is
when
not
you have a
easy?
perception. When you have a
I
perception
beg
of
you.
something, and
No,
it's not what it
it's
is.
marriage. That's what marriage is. You're
Ah,
supposed to
well,
hold it down
you know,
and
our
give him
marriage,
that.
the marriage of nowadays is not about holding anything down. It's about I'll meet you where you are, and when I get there, if you're not on board, I'm
If you're
jumping
not keeping
ship.
up with appearances, I dump you. That's what she basically did.
Basically. But I think it's more
Yeah.
than that as well. I think maybe she was scared and she didn't understand all the implications of being associated with him and all of this
She's
thing.
not, she wasn't, I don't think she was scared. She didn't just want her brand to
I
suffer.
think I think it's that as well. And she
Yeah.
remember she's got a small child and she can't. I mean, it's a gamble to take, right? And probably she doesn't really understand all of this
What did he do? They didn't say he
implication.
did anything. He just didn't have the American and the right to remain in America.
Yeah,
And
but he
that's
had
it.
also done all of
They
this
said that there
fraud.
was a fraud and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay.
If it's
That's
just
what they
that he
call.
didn't have papers, I think that's different. But I think it's all the other things that she
Mm.
probably wasn't aware of, and now tied to her brand,
She's
it's just
not aware. When she
she's
was
not.
getting Rolls Royce, she was not aware.
But
Abby,
he's a businessman now.
well, what business is he
I
doing?
don't know. He does
Mm.
nightclubs.
Okay,
I don't know.
so you ladies, you don't care as long as the money is coming. It doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Yeah,
Even if you
some of
don't see a
them.
tangible business, it's a bit, everybody's an entrepreneur. What is it
Yeah,
preneuring?
everybody's
It doesn't matter.
entrepreneur.
Mm.
Everybody's entrepreneur. Yeah, some
Yeah,
ladies they don't ask questions. They just enjoy the money. They when the money finish, they start running to the
they
next
take
person.
off. Now she's going
Yeah.
to Nigeria to go and look for another one again. Can you?
But do
It's
you
the
know
F
that trip?
country.
That trip that she went on, she was with his cousin,
Whose cousin?
Simon's cousin.
That cousin is a betrayer. We
After
reject him.
after the divorce and everything, she was in Nigeria with his cousin. She was there with his cousin,
Can you imagine?
one of his cousins from the wedding.
Sellout
The
cousin.
people
That's a
were calling her
sellout.
out. People were calling her out.
When your husband is sitting in jail, you are going to Nigeria to go and
I know,
party.
right? That's a bit. But she's got to
Mm.
move on to the next big fish. Come on now, secure the bag.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes, yeah, you don't even
It's so
blame
good.
women like that because
I
the ones
can't.
that are loyal, sometimes a lot of them get paid back, in a very bad coin. So sometimes, yeah.
Auntie Bede, I think if we look at this in like normal people, just everyday people like ourselves, right? If you found yourself in this situation, you met a guy, the guy presented himself as successful, you got married to him under the pretense of all this is what we talk about. When somebody marries you and kind of maybe it's like dupes you into thinking, he's doing better than he is, you get into it, now you find out this person is being taken by ICE or taken by a home office and he lands in detention. I mean, for a normal person, what do you expect the person to do? To stick by the person? You haven't been honest to me from the beginning. It will be difficult for me to stick by you because you've not been honest. You've not told me your situation to allow me to opt in or opt out. Now you forced me, and then now when I want to opt out,
I
it
don't,
looks
I
like
don't
I'm
know
a bad
the number of
person. I'm not
questions
a
she
bad
asked.
person.
It's easy to say, oh, you didn't tell me, you did this. But when she was enjoying all the flights, all the private jets, all the holidays, all the Birkin bags, did she ask any questions? Where are you getting this money from? It's easy to criticize somebody for doing fraud, but when you are enjoying the proceed of that fraud, I don't see you complaining.
Mm, well,
Yeah. So
lessons
she's
for
culpable
everyone.
as well. She is
Yeah,
culpable. And you cannot tell me that she doesn't know. Let me tell you something. People like ladies like Porsha and all these women that are on,
she doesn't
people
care.
that are high profile, social media, reality TV, or whatnot. They have a whole team around them. Don't tell me that none of them was able to Google. In America, everything is public records.
But
They couldn't
do
Google
you know
it.
the funny thing? The friend of hers that's now on the Real Housewife, that friend who's really has the life that Portia wishes that she had. The friend Shamia, there's a lady on the show. Her husband is Kenyan. I said, you see our East African men. The man is balling more than balling, but he's very subtle. He's very humble. He's very quiet. Even this girl Shamia, nobody knew that this girl had money like the money that she's showing. It's crazy. Her husband told, apparently, allegedly, the husband warned Portia that this guy, tread lightly. He's not all it seems to be, but she still wanted to go where she wanted to go. So, like you said, she didn't ask
I'm
questions. I
telling
think
you,
she just doesn't care.
there's no way she
Doesn't
didn't
care.
have an inkling.
She just
People
didn't
would
care.
have Googled her. They would have found his public record. They would have found out about him. They would
Yeah.
dig into him. She didn't care because the money was coming. I think when the heat was getting too much, that's
She
when she
jumped.
thought, you know what? No, this is my source of livelihood. I'm not going to spoil it. I can't allow this man to drag me down in case he's going down. Let me
In
jump
case
ship
it's going
quick.
down. Absolutely.
Yeah. So she
Absolutely.
jumped ship.
Yeah. Of
And now
course.
she's looking for the next Nigerian millionaire again.
Nigerian
I
men
wish
beware.
Nigerian men they would
Portia is on the prowl.
chai. She even took one along. But let's go to Nigeria, Jare. That's where we will find the billionaires that we're looking for.
I think that one now has an African boyfriend. I don't think he's a balling like that. An African toy boy, but he's African, I think.
Hey, December is coming again. They are preparing now to go and storm Lagos for 30 December. So the African women and the Nigerian women that suffer, we don't deserve that life. When the money come, it's the ones that are celebrities and high flying ones that do nyash do everywhere that they will be jumping on. Abi Koburu.
Yes. It is
Okay.
well. All the
It is
best.
very, very, very
Well,
well.
Simon,
Mm.
you're home. Embrace it and make the best of the bad situation. I think he can still be very successful in Nigeria. I mean, if he can be successful in America, the money that he has, if he has it, I don't know if they allow you to take it. He can rebuild himself. You get
What's going to happen to
connection.
his assets, though? What do you think is going to happen to that? His
Actually, those
property and
assets
other
are not
things he
your
owns?
assets anymore. You've acquired those assets under basically like fraudulent. They take it. They seize them from you. Which assets?
Are you telling me that they're going to seize his property?
Absolutely, yeah, they will.
I don't think so.
Mhm. What would they
He's
let
not
him
been
do?
charged with any offense. He was arrested because he didn't have documents. So it's not like he
That
has a
your
criminal
documents
case.
that the documents that he bought the property under, the name is a name that is a fraudulent name. So that's not him.
So are you saying that he's likely to lose that property and his assets in the US?
I think so because the assets in the US are based under he only acquired those assets under a name that he came back into the UK with. I mean,
US.
into the US
Mm,
with, which is not
mm.
his name. It's not his details. So those are not. It's not you. So technically, you don't own those things. So I think definitely, if the government can take those things off you, it's just like all these drug dealers that acquire all these things through fraudulent. They don't allow you to take any of it. They'll sell it off, they'll get back the money, and I just hope he was smart with some of his money and at least he had some stored in maybe Nigeria or in other places where it might
Mm.
not be obvious to the government so that he can manage something. But I don't know. I think it will be very tricky because all of this is under fraudulent means that you've acquired all these things. It's not under his name.
This
I
is
don't
this
think
is
so.
this is I don't know if he loses his assets in the US, that would be a tragedy. So it means that all these years
It's for nothing.
it's for nothing. It's for nothing. And there are a lot of lessons in this. Oh, jokes apart.
And he has kids as well. I kind of feel bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, somebody's just trying to make a better life for themselves. Okay, yeah, the way that he went about it wasn't the right way. But I feel like maybe if he was doing the fraud, maybe in the beginning, some people do Yahoo, just to kind of start, but then you try to legitimize yourself to some
Yes.
level, maybe with your other businesses that he's doing. Oh, I'm a businessman. Maybe at some point he became like legitimate. He started making legitimate. So far, they've not said that he was doing any fraud recently, right?
Mm,
Then I
mm.
feel like I don't know. That's where I feel kind of bad for him because I mean, people make
I don't
mistakes,
want to believe
right?
this story that he's going to lose everything. Anybody in the US that can enlighten us? What do you guys think? Do you have any knowledge about these things in the US? Please, I need
Let
someone
us
to
know.
give us some, someone who can enlighten us about how these things work. Is it likely to lose his assets in the US, or being deported doesn't mean that his asset is not protected, that he can still get his money out if it means selling the property and all that? What does that mean for him? Because I don't know. Some people might say, oh, if he got the money allegedly from fraud, then it doesn't matter if he loses the money because defrauding people is something that, somebody suffered for your gain. So yeah, you deserve it. So what are the